Okay, white bag of mystery. I think the cows know what it might be. Just guessing. Darth Vader, your head is through the fence again. I've never seen you guys behave so well. Yeah, you're all lined up here nicely. Well, if they didn't have it figured out, I think they got it figured out now. What you doing there, Chocolate? Not coming over to get a treat? Yeah, what you doing? There's baby skunk. He's not a big chop guy either. Rebel is. That's probably why he's bigger. And Cream is. And Florence, he's in the back there somewhere, I think. He was right here. Yeah, he's in the back. Oh, there's Chocolate. She's gonna go sneak around. Or she's stealing a drink, but Brown's over there. Ethan, what you doing there, bud? So Ethan's a little yearling black Angus bull. It's technically, I think, a black Max. I'd have to ask Uncle Dave again. So black Max has got some Simmental in it. It's like 15/16 black Angus and 1/16 black Simmental, which it's got black Angus in it anyways, but I'm pretty sure Uncle Dave said that he was a Black Max or Super Max or whatever they call it. But anyways, I just call him a black Angus bull. And I can't remember what's wrote down on the certificate title thing there. So anyways, he's looking pretty good. So the plan is probably not 100% confirmed. I don't see the cows playing around trying to jump each other, but Ethan's a little small compared to Brown and Socks. Mainly Brown. So I think the plan is, hopefully, if this works out, the heifers are out with Floyd right now on a different pasture piece. So we're gonna pull the heifers, I think, here at the end of the month, put them down in the south pasture. Grass is up 2 feet tall, knee height type thing. Take Ethan down there, put him with the heifers, which I think that's more just for companionship. And then put Floyd in here, kind of, but not really, as a cleanup bull, just in case. And he's the white bull that Florence and Cream and Skunk are at and he looks really close to Florence there, except of course 6 times bigger because he's 4 years old, I think. So put him in here just in case Ethan was having trouble with a couple of the bigger cows, and then put him down the south end with the heifers so that they're not gonna be fighting. So I don't really want the bulls in here fighting. I got the 2 bulls. Ethan's a long yearling and Florence is just this year's calf, so he's, I don't know, 5 months old, let's say. Not even, maybe 4 months old, and Ethan's 18 months old, so there's not too much going on there with them. They sometimes just play around. But Floyd is 4 and probably at least the size of Brown. So he would just lay a whipping to Ethan there. It wouldn't even be a contest, and I don't really want that happening because they're not together usually. So I don't want them to establish a pecking order when there's no need to. If they were together all the time, they'd have to go at it, and Floyd would most likely 99% win. And they'd figure that out pretty quick, but just for what we're trying to do, it'd be easier just to pull him out of here, throw him with the heifers, and put Floyd in here. But like I say, I don't see the cows clowning around too much, but Socks obviously came up open last year because she didn't have a calf. And I didn't see her clowning around until the other cows started having their calves. So Florence is starting to look pretty good there. It's got a little bit of a slow development on the bull part of him. But he's only about 4 months old, but he's got a good frame on him. Cream's got a good frame on her too as a heifer, but she's from Oreo, and Cookie's one of the heifers that's out with Floyd. She's out of Oreo, and she had a really nice frame on her at this stage too, and she does. She's probably our better heifer. Her Skywalker would be pretty close, but Cookie's a really nice looking heifer. We had to actually go fish her out of the neighbors there. The two bulls, Floyd and the bull across the fence, that's the neighbors. It's either a Solera or Red Angus. They must have been fighting and they got the fence down. And the heifers got mixed in with the neighbors' cows. And anyways, we had to go fish out Cookie. So we did that last week and she's back. So anyways, that's an update on the cows. Skunk's got a nice, real nice pattern with that stripe down the back there. He's a smaller calf though. He just doesn't quite grow as quick. He's got a good frame on him, but he's a little slower growing. It would have been really nice to get a heifer with that coat pattern. But you can see Cream's up against them there, and they're only 2 weeks apart, and it looks like there's more than 2 weeks there. So anyways, that's an update on the cows. I don't think I put a video out lately for the cows because I've been fixing the Moco pretty much non-stop. All the hay is cut now, so my neighbor was able to finish that off for us. I had to pull out. Some Moco piled up. We were both cutting at the same time there. The Moco piled up, so I had to pull out, so he was able to finish for us. I was just up checking it. Might have some that'll bale tomorrow. If not, probably looking at early next week. Dad'll probably be out raking again, I think. So try and get that 40 acres done over there, and then the second cut over here, this is the bad end because we drive all over it down here with the water, but the second cut on this road field is come back nice. So there's 9 acres here, and then the yard, there's 2 acres, which we call the yard, so there's 11 acres of not quite knee-high second cut alfalfa. That's coming reasonably nice, and then the 20 acres that's just through these trees on the other side, it's coming back. So not up on the sandier hills, but down in the kind of the valley that's up in here. So we might get a little bit more than 11 acres of second cut, which is fine. We cut so late this year, I didn't expect any. So we get what we get. If we get 11 acres and we get a bale or 3/4 of a bale an acre, dozen bales or something, I'm fine with that. Obviously not trying to feed them straight alfalfa. I'd have it seeded straight alfalfa if that was the case. So I like a nice grass mix like I have. And then I just use the alfalfa, so once they started calving or once they've all calved, I fork them in alfalfa in either, usually not with the chop, but sometimes with the chop. And it's just a supplement to get them recovering nicely and to help with the milk. So there's Chocolate. She's actually the youngest calf. And she's even bigger than poor little Skunk there. So she's at a brown there. But anyways, 10 minutes long here. I try not to make anything over about 5 minutes. Start boring people to death. So anyways, that's update on the cows.